In 2018, the country's oldest international bank responded to a call to develop the youth learners of Catbalogan City in Samar to address food security in the province, but due to financial constraints, most beneficiaries were forced to put their plans on hold after graduation. This year, the company launched a follow-up program that would provide graduates an opportunity to incubate their own agribusinesses, help them transition to wage earners or self-employed individuals, and breed a culture of dignity in their chosen profession. Driven by the hope to improve lives and spur economic growth in rural areas through agricultural development, the oldest international bank in the Philippines, in partnership with the Philippine Business for Social Progress or PBSP, the Department of Education, and Catbalogan City Government, launched in 2018 the SCB LEAD, a livelihood and education program targeted at developing the Catbalogan City Agro-Industrial School or CCAIS into a center of excellence in farming and fishery in Eastern Visayas.
Agriculture ay isang noble na profesyon kagaya ng mga teachers. Dapat ma-develop talaga yung love ng agriculture sa mga bata.
Like Romeo, a senior high school student beneficiary of SCB LEAD who pursued his goals and eventually graduated top of his class.
Maram po hiratak background na sugad din na kinaagihan kay maram man ako na haramama. Diri gud talaga nira kaya nga pakuanan pa ako. Since ginhandle ko na talaga itong mga problema na iragin nahatag akon.
Waray ko lati tayo baga problema nga hiya mag-eskwela kay na kuan matiya akon. Kung anon siring na akon, nasunod man hiya, magbawi bahirat akon, kawaray aram na sinako.
Though Romeo experienced being ruthlessly mocked by people who seemed to have a low regard for farming, he instead took the high road and turned his disappointments into motivation.
Bubulya kami nira, student nga, nagbungkal na ba kuno kamunto na, ito nagmotivita akon nga. Ipapakita ko talaga yung at agriculture, di rin labas na agriculture.
But despite the program's success, it could only do so much due to the limited opportunities that await these young hopefuls in the agriculture sector.
Catbalogan is not so a highly urbanized city and there is no industry that can absorb the graduates in agriculture.
In an effort to change the narrative and make sure the graduates get their much-needed support to jumpstart their career in agribusiness, the bank launched a follow-through program, SCB LEAD 2, which supports these future makers' pillar on entrepreneurship. This new global initiative aims to promote greater economic inclusion for the youth by giving them a fair chance at starting a business or cultivating their own land.
If they will still go to college, they can spare time in that project and they can earn income while they're studying.
Beneficiaries will receive seed funding to start them on the following agri-business options: organic black rice production, vermicomposting, herb farming, and cocoa sap production. And because innovation plays a big part in agricultural development, the program will provide technical support specific to their chosen business.
We've been working so hard in really strengthening the program designs and to deepen also the stakeholder engagement. We want our community beneficiaries to be self-reliant so that they will be able to sustain the efforts on their own and then rely on their own hard work to continue with whatever we have given them.
Financial management is also crucial in sustaining a business. That's why some of the bank's employees volunteered to teach the beneficiaries financial education and basic training of bookkeeping and budgeting. Exposure trips to several farms in neighboring provinces like Leyte will also be conducted for best practice sharing. as well as organizational leadership sessions and marketing support to promote grassroots development and strengthen social accountability.
Itong Standard Chartered Bank ay nagbibigay sa amin ng mga agricultural tools and equipment, recreational equipment. At itong mga binigay nila ay nakakatulong para magbigay ng dekalidad na edukasyon sa mga bata.
And to further enhance the Catbalogan's roadmap for agribusiness, the Regional Department of Agriculture and Department of Trade and Industry affirmed their support through the technical assistance and market linkages.
There's really that need to support CICAIS because this is a very unique project. We're envisioning that our graduates will really be the one to supply the food commodities in their communities and in the city and the province in the long run.
This entire plan is geared towards empowering young people to learn, earn, and grow, and enabling them to face the future confidently.
We do want to ensure that we make a contribution in terms of developing life skills for a specific community, in terms of really making investments in the youth. We are focused on how we impact not only our clients, but the communities is a priority for us.
Thank you, SCB!
For us, it's not about giving funds or investments, but really being able to make that impact, work on improving skills of the young people.
The abundance of mountainous farmlands and areas with low population densities can easily put Catbalogan Samar on the list of regions with high food security. This is the kind of future that graduates and homegrown farmers of CCAIS hold in their hands. But without the proper knowledge, skills, support, and the right opportunities, agriculture remains to be seen as an unattractive sector both for investors and individuals. This was the case for Jason, a CCAIS beneficiary who initially planned to pursue a career in agriculture but found himself providing household help several years after, 550 kilometers away from his hometown.
Yung plano ko talaga po ay mag-ayusin yung lupa namin at magano kami ng palay, magtanim. Yun nga po ang problema ay nagtag-init. Kaya yun, napilitan akong lumuwas dito, magtrabaho muna habang nag-aantay ng tag-ulan.
Jason sends half of what he earns to his brother, who was left to tend the land they inherited from their parents, and saves up the other half for his long-term plan, their own agricultural business.
Nakaipon ako, yung balak ko pong gawin sa lupa namin ay yung mag-alaga din ng mga hayop at may pananim din. Hindi po namin ibinta yung lupa namin ng kapatid ko kasi darating yung panahon na mapapakinabangan din namin yan.
Hope presented itself to Jason through SCB Lead 2, a program that serves to facilitate the transition of senior high school graduate students to wage earners or self-employed individuals.
Nung nabalitaan kong may livelihood support yung SCB, mas lalo pa akong nagpursiging maging magsasaka dahil tumutulong sila sa akin. Kaya ako nagpupursigi at na para may pakita ko sa kanila na desidido talaga kung maging isang magsasaka.
This is a good opportunity, especially for those who won't be able to continue to tertiary education.
Not everyone can go to college. Although our state university here in Catbalogan, free of tuition naman, pero yung daily transportation and meal allowance is the problem. We can cluster the 40 graduates in 4 agribusiness. We can make 10 beneficiary in every agribusiness.
SCB Lead 2 is designed to provide a follow-up support to the basic agriculture technologies and skills students learned in senior high school. It aims to reinforce and strengthen their entrepreneurial and technical skills that will allow them to apply the principle of learning to earning.
We are very thankful to Standard Chartered Bank with PBSP because they're providing now what we are launching as the seed money for this livelihood and education for our learners as to entrepreneurship naman.
The company also hopes to develop Samar as a new production area for rice and to transform its primitive farming into modern and sustainable practices through the following components: social preparation or organizational formation, capacity development, which will equip the beneficiaries with skills, knowledge, and the right attitude in managing an agribusiness, livelihood assistance, which aims to provide seed capital for agribusinesses, and lastly, marketing assistance and networking, which links the beneficiaries to potential institutional buyers.
Mahalaga na bigyan sila ng seed capital o livelihood assistance kasi para makapag-umpisa sila ng kanilang sariling negosyo, sariling agripreneur business na pwedeng ipagmalaki ng school na ito ay natulungan ng Standard Chartered Bank. Dahil sa tulong na ito, maangat yung buhay ng mga bata.
Living up to its mission to help people and companies prosper, the country's leading international bank believes understanding the core values of the communities they help expands and deepens their impact.
Our approach to sustainability is never dull out. We want to make sure that whenever we choose and select a community beneficiary, really go down to really understanding the community needs. And so when we design our programs, it becomes more holistic. So we put all the components of the bank's sustainability pillars, which include entrepreneurship, employability, and education.
It is a mission carried on for over 100 years, a vision to be a catalyst for change while bringing wealth and prosperity across nations.
It's really more around ensuring that the impact is for the long term. And for us, it's not about giving funds or investments, but really being able to make that impact, work on improving skills of the young people, helping in their education.
Dako po ini nga oportunidad para kami maka-start it amon kung paano po namon may apply ini nga amon baruan yan na amon knowledge kay tro kuan may mga insito naman po kami i-apply na lang po namon din para liwat it amon kuan para makabulig lat amon ngin amon pa pamilya.
For as long as we plant seeds of hope and allow the youth to take part in cultivating them, together we can change the narrative and pave the way for a better tomorrow. The key to building a community that is sustainable, self-reliant, and inclusive is by letting everyone know the importance of the role he plays in the society. And by providing these future makers the support they need to get them started, we also give them the opportunity to stand on their own feet and feel pride and dignity in their chosen field. I'm Pinky Webb, and this is Business Matters. We're doing good